Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord developer blog video. Today we're checking out the developer blog from December 7th, 2017, which is going to be a Q&A with Koray Kıyakoğlu, who works on like netcode and stuff from the description of the blog from last week. So let's dive on in and see if they're able to make this interesting, because I think a lot of people weren't really looking forward to this one after the last one we got, and so I'm hoping they were sort of aware of that and maybe threw in some extra nuggets of information here to sort of change our minds. So greetings, warriors of Calradia. When you're playing online, communication is vital. Players must be able to interact with and respond to what their teammates and opponents are doing at that very instant in order to succeed. And before we proceed, no, we aren't talking about voice over IP or text chat, although those can be important too. A dropped packet, an increase in latency, or a high ping could be the key factor which results in defeat. There are two options available when designing the online multiplayer aspect of a game: peer-to-peer and client-server. Both have their own advantages and disadvantages. For Bannerlord, we feel that the client-server model, using dedicated servers, helps to make the combat more consistent and allows us to put players on a level playing field with the help of a few little tricks, such as latency tools. We think that this will make for an overall fairer and more enjoyable experience for players. But of course, none of this magic happens on its own. The client and the server need to be coded to communicate efficiently and effectively. This is where software engineers like our very own Koray step in, ensuring that the client and the server can exchange data quickly and accurately to provide a fluid multiplayer gaming experience to players. Okay, so he's been with the team since 2012. He is a software engineer, and normally during his day, during my early days at the company, I mostly focused on tasks on the multiplayer side of Bannerlord, such as game mode prototyping, online services, and organizing internal gameplay tests. And here we have a screenshot from the one of the first multiplayer tests, and then we have a screenshot from a more recent one. So we're seeing some improvements. I think the most impressive thing in this is like the greenery and whatnot, because that's pretty dense foliage you got going on there, or flora, whatever you want to call it, which, a lot of games will stay away from on multiplayer because, it's unnecessary stuff that can definitely hurt performance, especially on lower end computers. But from what we've seen in the game so far, they look to be able to throw it out there pretty densely and not really have any issues, but that will remain to be seen, I guess. So as the studio expanded, I found time to focus on the other parts of the game, such as refactoring gameplay code, designing GUI middleware, making different aspects moddable, etc. I've always been the developer who addressed the .NET related issues, and I eventually ended up as the C# guy in our studio. Besides work, our studio has a very casual environment. From time to time, we organize social events like barbecue parties or steakhouse runs. I can say to our community with great confidence that if any of them end up working here, it will become their second family. Here we can see them barbecuing. So what do you like to do most, or what do you like most about Bannerlord? Even though I like most of the new features the game will bring, as an engineer, I like its technical side more than anything. And the thing I like most is its advanced modding support. I'm sure Bannerlord will become one of the most modded games out there. What is the most difficult thing that he has solved so far during Bannerlord's production? When he first started working at Tailworlds, he saw that their game engine was heavily integrated and dependent on game code. It was making our development process difficult and slow. I suggested that we draw a clean abstraction between the engine and the rest of the code with the help of the engine team. We've managed to separate those systems, opening up the possibility of making different games using the same engine. Okay, so what is he currently working on? Well, unfortunately, I'm unable to answer this question because it will ruin the surprise for our community. But from a technical point of view, I can say that I'm about to finish removing the unnecessary parts from our dedicated multiplayer game servers. That way it will include less code, which will make it easier to port to different server operating systems. Alright, that's disappointing. I would have liked some information, but okay. Let's keep moving on. So he doesn't prefer any faction over any of the others. And then final question, will Bannerlord be able to support more players on a server than Warband could? The final player numbers for multiplayer haven't been set just yet. However, we're aiming for even higher numbers than Warband unofficially supports. Well, that's good news, because that should really help the persistent world servers, especially, I would imagine, because obviously those guys are all playing not in just a single battle, but it basically is like an MMO happening in a Warband map. And so being able to have a lot of people on there can help populate those worlds. And then even just for regular battles and stuff, you'll have bigger multiplayer battles, which is great too. Interestingly, we don't have any sort of reference to next week's blog. I'm not sure what that means. Could we potentially be seeing maybe like a multiplayer beta? He did say that he didn't want to spoil any surprises for the community, and then we have no indication that we're going to get a blog next week. So I don't want to kick up a bunch of hype unnecessarily, but are these things related maybe? I don't know. I really don't, to be honest. I don't have any insider information or anything, but it is interesting. Maybe they just forgot. I don't know. I would be really, really stoked. Although I've never been a fan of multiplayer on Warband. Honestly, I find it more fun to play against the AI because it takes a lot of practice and skill to be really good playing against players, and there's a lot of players that are really, really good, and I find it more fun to be able to kind of relax and play it as more of a strategy game. If you watch my Let's Plays, I kind of like to sit back, command my army, and I will jump in the battles. Obviously, I'm not going to just sit and watch, but I like to spend more time setting up my army and moving pieces than I do like getting in there and dueling people with a sword. So I mean, still, if they drop like a multiplayer beta next week, I think everybody will be just completely out of their minds, because we've waited so long for the game at this point that I don't know if we'd even know what to do with it once we got it. But anyways, I guess we'll find out what all this means, or what little of this means, because we didn't get much here next week. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. I always enjoy discussing a little bit of Bannerlord with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for whatever happens next.